Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. And today video I'm going to explain you one more interview question regarding how Traceroute works. So in case of any network reachability, right? So you do use a ping command to check the reachability. Also, in order to check the network end to end, and how do you do a check, like what are all the hops that in between the source and destination? So that we use a command called a traceroute. So in Windows we say it's a traceroute. In routers like we use traceroute. In Linux also it is traceroute command. Okay, let's see what it does and how it helps us to find the hop by hop router in the path between the source and destination. Okay, consider I have already built this topology from R3 to R4. I have the reachability. Okay, so let's consider R3 to R4. I have the reachability. Okay, now I want to know like which path the traffic is taking, whether this path or whether this path. So in which path that traffic is actually taking, so I can initiate a traceroute command from here and find what all the hops in between the source and destination. So in order to identify that, we need to understand what actually the traceroute command does. Then we'll be able to like isolate in case if the traceroute is not completing. So we'll be able to isolate where the issue is. Okay. So let's do it. From R3, I initiate a traceroute command. Okay, when I initiate a traceroute command, what is does actually? So R3, the step one, what is does is it will check the routing table whether it has the routing information for the destination is available. Once it is available, what it does is it will use a UDP packet with port number. I'll tell you the port number. It is, you can see the port number is 33434. 33434. This is the destination port for the traceroute packet. Okay, so I have did the capture, so we will go through the captures one by one after I did the explanation on this. So what it does is it will initiate a UDP, it is initiate a UDP packet with destination port for this one, and then it will use a TTL value of 1. Okay, when it initiates, it doesn't know the destination how many hops it is away, so it uses a TTL value of 1. So once it does, what it does, it will send the packet from R3 to R1. Now what R1 will do, this is the step 1. Now what R1 will do is R1 will open the packet. Okay, and then it will check the TTL value will be 1. Okay, now it will reply back that TTL is ICMP unreachable message in the reply. So here you can see it's a, so I did a packet capture. So when I initiate, it will send with the time to live of 1. Okay, and the reply packet, it will reply with the time to live exceeded, because I have only one hop, TTL is 1, so I cannot forward this packet forward to any of my next hop. So it will send a reply saying ICMP packet TTL exceeded message. Okay, so once it receive it, so now understood that R3 has to increase the TTL value from 1 to 2. Okay, so what it will do is it will increase the TTL packet from 1 to 2 and again retransmit the packet from R1 R3 to R1. Okay, now R1 will open the packet and sees the TTL is 1. So it will detect the TTL, it will check the routing table whether it has the reachability. If it has the reachability, what it will do, it will detect the TTL from 2 to 1. Okay, and then it sends the packet to R2. Okay, now R2 receive this packet and it's again do the same process what R1 will do. It check the destination and then it check the TTL value. So TTL value is now 1. So what it will do, it will put that TTL is 0 now because it cannot forward it to the next hop router. So what it does is it send a reply packet like same like ICMP TTL exceeded. Then again what it will do, it will be sent back to the R3. Now you can say like now the this particular R3, the source router, it generates the TTL1, then it is increasing to TTL2. But when the R2 replies, how to know that it is a 2 hop away? So basically what happens when this routers reply for the traceroute this UDP packet, what it does is it will put the TTL of 255. Okay. So it will put the TTL of 255 and then send it a reply because it doesn't know where the destination, like how many of the destinations away. So in the reply packet in the ICMP exceed message, it will put the TTL of 255. Then it will forward it to the source. Again, the source has received it. Now what it will do? Now it has to increase the TTL from 2 to 3. Okay. So now R3 will send the again the UDP packet and it will reaches the R1. From R3 it will reaches the R1. Now what R1 will do, it will reduce the TTL from 3 to 2. Now the packet will be forwarded to R2 from R1. Now what R2 will do, R2 will check the TTL value, it will check the source destination and everything, and then it will check the TTL value. It will reduce the TTL from 2 to 1, okay, and send it to R4. Now the destination is reached now. Okay. Now the destination R4 router, what it will do, it will not send a reply. Now it has received with a TTL of 1, but now it will not do anything. What it does is it will create a new message called, it will open the packet because the destination is connected here in the router, and it open the packet. Okay. And then what it does is it will check what protocol it is, and it will reply saying that whether the port number 33434 is configured. If not, it will say a reply saying the port is unreachable. Okay, it will not send a reply saying the TTL exceed and all. It will just send a message saying the port is unreachable. Then it will be received by the R3. So whenever the traceroute command is executed, it sends a 3 samples. So every time it sends a 1 packet, it will send a 3 packet to R1 in the first stage, R3 to R1. There will be 3 packet pass. Once that is completed, then it will increase the TTL from 1 to 2 and then send it to this router. And then again the 3 message will go from R3 to R2 with TTL 2. Once this is received the TTL exceed message, then what it will do, it will increase the TTL value to 3. Then because it knows that it is 2 hops away, 1 hop away or 3 hop away, then what R3 this source router will do, it will increase the TTL value and again will start sending the 3 more packets to the with the TTL of 3. So this process continues until it reaches the destination, and the destination received destination with reply with a port unreachable message. Okay, this is how the traceroute works in the normal IP environment. How traceroute work in MPLS environment is totally different. That I will uh, maybe make a new another video with explanation for the how traceroute works in MPLS, but in a plain vanilla IP vanilla. So this is how the traceroute works. So sometimes like when you do a traceroute in the production network, you will see like like in Cisco routers it can go up to 20 hops, right? So it will go like one hop 1.1.1.1 2.2.2.2, then you will see only the star message till 20 hours because it is not receiving any reply. So the reason why this star is coming, maybe in the intermediate in any router, there may be a ICMP blocked, right? They will have some firewall filter where they have the ICMP is blocked, or they have blocked the UDP, or they are not detecting this port as a, recognizing this port as like normal port they can reply, so they will block this port. So you need to ensure that in your network you will be not blocking ICMP exceeded or UDP with port number 33434 in order to trace it to complete end to end. Otherwise you will not be able to complete the trace route, and you will not be able to find the end to end path. So this is how trace route work, guys. So what we will do, I have the capture, also we'll do the trace route in the lab setup, so that you will be able to understand more. So this is the first time when it sends a packet, it sends with a TTL of 1, and it is a second packet the router will send with time to live exceeded. In the last, in the destination, it sends with, here it is, here it sends with destination and port unreachable. Okay, it opened, the destination IP is there, but that particular port is not open, so it will say like the port is unreachable to the source. This is how the trace route works. Let's do quickly configuration on the router so that we can do a packet capture also. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a packet capture here, E0/1. Okay, so I already have the reachability, maybe I'll show you. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to ping from R3 to R4 router. Cancel it. So show IP route 4.0.0.1. Okay. Now I have the destination that is reachable via the OSPF protocol. So I'm going to use 4.0.0.1. The source, because if you don't give the source, then it will take the interface IP. So one more thing I would like to tell you here. So if you don't use the source, so what happens is sometimes in the destination or anywhere, right? So mostly the loopback IPs are allowed. They won't allow the physical IP, or they don't detect it, right? So if they don't have any entry here, or they are blocking the entries other than the loopback IPs, then your trace route also will not get reply. So always try to use the loopback IP or the system IP on the router for the trace route, so that the remote destination will also have this particular route rather than this physical interface. I will explain you in the capture only. So if I give like this router IP, how the trace route goes with the source IP. If I don't give the source, then how it works with the physical interface is connected here. Let's go here. So I'll just first trace it without giving any source. Already the capture is running for us, the Wireshark. Let's monitor for the, yeah, now it is going. Okay, so as I said, so here you can see it is sending the UDP packet with first with TTL value 1, but as you can see the destination is 4.0.0.1. When it sent out a packet, it takes the interface IP address, not the loopback IP. In order to give that loopback IP specifically, what we have to do, we have to mention it in the as a source. So what I'm going to give is source 3.0.0.1. Now we will again perform the capture Wireshark. Okay, now the process has started. Okay, it sends the first packet. There are 3 times it will send. 2, 3. It sent 3 times. Let it finish so that I will explain you one by one the Wireshark, so that you can easy to understand the trace route. So it's an efficient command, guys. So if you are going for an interview, the first thing that they ask is like, how do you perform a troubleshooting in a network? So you can say like, I use a ping command. I will check the show IP route command. Then I will do a traceroute command in order to find the path. In case if I observe that packet is dropping on any of the router, I will log into the router and then check whether the destination has the route or not. So this is how we have to answer it in the interview. Okay, let's quickly stop it here. So we'll go and do the analysis. Okay, this is where here started. As you can see in the Wireshark capture. Okay, okay, here you can see the source is 3.0.0.1 loopback IP and the destination is 4.0.0.1, and you can see it sends a UDP packet with destination port 33434. Okay, and you can see the TTL also here in the IP packet. So time to leave is 1. Okay, once it sends the first packet time to leave 1, then so what happened is now R3 sent a packet, there's that traceroute command, right, with UDP packet with TTL of 1, and the R1 is replied now with ICMP unreachable. Here you can see that. Let me open this message. You can see time to leave exceeded in transit. Okay, so it sends 3 packets. This is the first packet, and it sends the second packet. You can see TTL is 1, and I have one more packet. It sends TTL is 1. Then what it will do, so here in the output also you can see 1, 2, 3. Okay, in the fourth command, the fourth time, right, so it increase the TTL value from 1 to 2. So here if you see you can observe that time to leave value is changed, TTL is changed from 1 to 2. Previously it was 1, after that it changes to 2. Again it will send like 3 messages with TTL 2, then it will increase the TTL value. So here the TTL value is now changed to 3 now, from 2 to 3. Then we can see that the router is replying with, so now it changed from TTL 1 to 2, then again from 2 it got the 3 messages, then TTL 3 it increased, then it reaches the destination, the router opens a packet and check the destination is the router, but the port is not configured, so it says that that particular port that you are requesting, it is unreachable. So this you can see that destination port is unreachable message on this router like 3 times. This is 1, 2. So this is how the traceroute commands, and this is how you need to explain it in your interview. So just to reiterate that it uses a UDP with port number. You can see the port number. So you won't find in this. You'll find in the UDP packet. So you will find this UDP packet with the port number 33441. In case of if you are using a Linux or Mac machine, then it will then it what it will do is it will use the ICMP, not the UDP packet. So hope this video is helpful for you guys, and if you like this content, then you can subscribe to my channel, liking the video, so that it will help me to beat the YouTube algorithm and it will come in the first in the YouTube. And thank you very much for watching.